Welcome to the 5th episode of Cuphead, but I can't parry or dash. Right now I'm gonna fight Dr. Cal, and I've developed a strategy. If you've seen the other video, then you know what it is. First, I go for the middle. Also, there's a parryable object, which I can't parry, and it puts up a force field so I can't shoot and get damaged, so I gotta get rid of that first. Next, the other two are kind of interchangeable for me, but I usually try to hit the plane factory or whatever they're called first, because it's really the easiest. Then once his heart comes out, just dodge everything. Didn't really have a strategy for this. And now once his head shoots off, you turn into a bomb and then just hit him, and then he'll move on to his fourth phase pretty much immediately. Now this part was the hardest, mainly due to the barriers and like the tiny little gems since I couldn't shrink, and not being able to parry the gems for the super meter. And sometimes the obstacles would like obscure my vision so I couldn't see the gem particle things. But after a while I got a hang of it and finally beat him. My main strategy, you just gotta stall and just hope you can dodge everything until you turn into a bomb and just hit him. Like this. Then all I did was survive for a little bit longer, and I was fine. I was really relieved about it too, because I didn't want to do this fight again. Oh my god. Oh, that was close. Ooh. After beating Dr. Cal, I tried to go to fight Werner Werman, but there was one problem. I could not get to him. No matter what I tried, there was just like no way of getting to the boss. So after searching around for a bit, eventually I knew what I had to do. I had to at least complete one of the running gun stages, which it was going to be horrible. Genuinely, just horrible. And fun fact, both of the running gun stages here are my least favorite, so you know, that kind of sucked. I'll explain why this took me like about a little over an hour to beat this level. Kept taking damage from the pickaxes, just like being thrown at me when I shoot them and they just never disappearing. Oh, and this part, I hated this part, because every time he just returned and then I get blown into the pickaxe or off the ledge and it's, I couldn't get that coin because I needed to dash. This part was a tad bit annoying, but not too hard. For this part, I just used all the super moves I was saving up and just blasted. Now, reaching the part that I hated, and this is why it took me an hour, all the jumping segments, and I tried to do it without dashing, but honestly, I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. Bringing back a friend from the first episode, it's the rule break counter, back with a vengeance, after not being used for 3 episodes. Long story short, this is a lot of rule breaks. So I failed on both fronts. I didn't beat it without parrying, check the first episode, and I didn't beat it without dashing. But the challenge is still gonna go on. Now, could you beat Cuphead without dashing? I know you can't beat it without parrying, but if you have the DLC, then you could probably beat it without dashing. Now, there probably could have been less rule breaks, but I have something called a skill issue, and I didn't feel like doing this again for another hour. Now, if anyone wants to attempt this challenge for myself and try to get under the rule breaks that I broke, then go ahead. Like, you'd probably do better than me. Maybe, I don't know. I'm pretty sure C plus was my exact same rank in my original playthrough too. Now with Werner Werman, it was way easier than the other two, which, ooh, I needed a breather after those two. These parts were easy, just avoid the stuff like normal and just don't parry. I did have to do this semi-quick, so he hopefully didn't do the parry thing too many times. This attack, so I did have to take some damage here. This phase is actually the hardest in my opinion, mainly due to the soda cap bottles. Other than that, this part of the fight wasn't too hard. I thought this phase was going to be harder, but it honestly was pretty easy. Also, I'm still wondering how those ghosts were made. So after beating Werner Werman, I decided to go to Pork Rinds Emporium to see if his selection had changed. I don't really know why I thought that. It's like opening the fridge, expecting new food. But I decided not to buy anything. Next, I decided to go to Stally's stage play, but before I did that, I went back to Pork Rinds because after playing it for a while, I decided I needed a new weapon. And I bought the spread, leaving me with 1 coin again. Once again, broke. Now, I couldn't really complete this, same with Dr. Paul Robots, so that's going to be saved for another video. But I will explain like the strategies I used and the problems I faced. And the roadblock. This phase was pretty easy, just dodge some stuff, get up close and personal, and do massive damage. Oh, this phase. This is the phase that got me, mainly due to the mouse things. The thing is same as last time, except everything's so much more difficult to dodge. And I'm pretty sure I lose most of my HP in this phase, making the third phase really hard. Now Now, the reason that this is the roadblock is due to one attack called the Big Wave where you have to parry something. So I tried to not parry it, which I tanked the damage, but now I'm at 1 heart, and as you can see, I died of the lightning bolts. I'll probably try doing it hitless up until here. Next video. Bye, thank you for watching.